Okay, so let me give you some context right quick and then jump right into the relevant portion of an interchange I had on one of the social media platforms. This post, this picture of it says it's a digital cover of Vanity Fair was posted by a person, a lady who I'd seen in the church, around the church, singing, the gospel songs, actually from a very talented gospel music family. I won't say her name because many might know, at least in my circles that I've come up in over the years, would know who this church lady is. But in any case, she posted this cover on a social media platform, and I'll just read the little bulleted information on it, and then get into the portion of the interchange that I had with another person who saw this post. It says, "This is a picture of President Donald Trump. This picture was posted by the church lady on, let's see, 2 days after he was elected the second time to be president. It says 34 felony counts, one conviction, two cases pending, two impeachments, six bankruptcies, 4 more years, the 47th American president." This particular person, church lady that posted this, um, from various things that she's communicated over social media, she's very much a fan, supporter, or all in for. She wanted Vice President Kamala Harris to be elected president, and is very. This church lady is very upset, highly upset that Vice President Kamala Harris did not win the election. So let's get down into the relevant portion of the comment. So there was a lady who was indicating how heartbreaking um, it is about knowing that President Trump will soon be leading the country. Um, so that's some think it'd be great who are Christian, some think it won't be great. So this lady who responded to the church lady who posted the picture to cover, um, it really wished that Kamala Harris, the Democratic candidate, had been elected. So it looks like part of my comment on this chain was deleted, but apparently here's I think the second post response I did. I believe it's the second one. Um, but in any case, it's one of the ones I posted. Um, After seeing the lady above who was really, uh, unhappy about the Democratic candidate not winning the election. So let's read this. So this is me. From the perspective of someone not beholding to any party, but familiar with figures in both major parties, the Democrats might have won with a much stronger candidate like Michelle Obama or Dr. Susan Rice. Folks like Donna Brazile could have done so much better at doing interviews and communicating positions during public appearances than the candidates selected by the power players in the Democratic Party. Again, commentary for you. I'm not, at this point in time, a member of either party. Some years ago, I was a member of the Democratic Party, and I think the other comment that appears, it's disappeared. I guess it was deleted by the original church lady who posted the digital cover. I guess it was. I just can't find it. I was saying though in that comment, the other post, that I was formerly a resident of California, and one of the reasons I left was because of the progressive hold that has seemed to arisen in California, and then the progressives just really have a strong hold on California. So that was one of the reasons I moved away some years ago from California, being a uh, traditional, I guess you'd call it traditional, Bible believing Christian, husband and father. So moved my family away. But in any case, the original poster chimed in on the conversation interaction I was having with the lady who was distraught about um, President Trump being elected. So the original lady who posted the cover, here's what she said to me. She directed this. She says, "I'm sure you are a Republican to even move your finger and text me that." And she says Bull, um, which is a derogatory term. She's not saying that I texted a male cow. It's a derogatory term for those of you not familiar with American English, because I know my vlogs get play around the globe. It's a derogatory term indicating that what I'm saying is not good or relevant, or I'll leave it there. So she goes on to say, "It's obvious you voted for that piece of CRAP." Hmm. So she's kind of getting worse and worse here, because that's a term that is also used for when people go sit on the toilet and relieve themselves. So she's saying that what my position or comments are not good in a very forceful way. She's saying that. I don't use that kind of language, so that's why I'm kind of spelling it and hesitant. But I want to give you the context here. So she goes on. We are the only country in the world that has selected the most ignorant, asinine piece of. Now she's using profanity about the president. This church lady, and she uses a word that is a very um, profane word that refers to what people sit on the toilet and relieve themselves of. So she says she's calling him an asinine piece of SHI. And then those of you that know English, you know the rest. She says he's the most asinine piece of blank I've ever seen in my life, and that means you are the same. So she's saying I'm a piece of bleep. This church lady. Uh, what can you say, folks? Let me just finish this up. So the actual lady I was responding to, uh, she comes back with and just lets me know that she respects. She says, "I respect your views. Have a good day." This is the lady who I was actually interacting under the picture that the original poster had posted. So the original poster just doubles down uh, here and says basically, "I don't." What she's saying is the nice lady I was interacting with says, "Hey, I respect your views," but the original parcel who was using profanity above, she says, "I don't," as in she doesn't respect my views. So let's wrap this up. So here's the deal. You can get it. I can go a lot of different ways in delving in and getting some points that you need to consider here. Number one, this poster who's using profanity and calling the president, calling me, SHI bleep. Um, she's been around the holiness church longer than me, and I've been around it for decades. So the first point I'm going to make to you is that um, holiness, Christianity. Let's do this. let me explain real quickly. Holiness is a way of life. It's the way of life prescribed by the Bible for Christians. You can be around Christians, you can be around holiness churches, you can be in them, you can sing gospel songs, you can be talented and gifted, you can have, the finest Sunday go to meeting, Sunday best clothes, whatever. Because the original poster is looks like she must spend thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars on her fine clothes. Very attractive lady, a talented family in the gospel arena. But I don't care. You can live in a church, but if you do not let Christ be the head of your life and surrender yourself to Him and the Spirit of God daily, holiness, true holiness that emanates from within, God's um, new life that He gives you, the new way of living that He gives and blesses Christians to walk in, cannot rub off on you. I must stress that. And when you're dealing with people around the church, sometimes we'll be shocked at what comes out of the mouth of people who have been around the church, worked in the church, know scripture, um, raised by Christian parents, and will be shocked at what comes out of their mouth, the profane profanity, vileness that comes out of their mouth. You must remember that holiness does not, the new heart and the new mind that God renews within Christians, it doesn't rub off on you because of your proximity. Um, you can get a sleeping bag and live in the church, but if you do not surrender yourself to God Almighty, the God of the Bible, you will literally. There's a song my great grandmother and my grandmother used to sing in the Holiness Church that everything in you got to come out. Um, I think it goes on, if you want to see Jesus' face in peace, everything in you got to come out. You have to divest yourself these old vile ways of thinking and daily pray. I always advocate to people to have devotion daily, in addition to regular attendance at church corporately with other believers. I encourage people daily have a devotion because, see, if you just faking it and shaking it, and you're not surrendering your heart, your mind daily, s- and you're not letting the Holy Spirit just flush out anything that's unlike Christ, stuff will set up in you, and you will be cussing out other Christians over an election. Well, you shouldn't be cussing out other Christians and using profanity for any reason if you are truly, truly delivered from the life of sin. You shouldn't be doing. There's no excuse for that. The second thing I will leave you with is, if a person is just so, what I want to say, so hostile like this that you can't have a reasonable discussion with them, you may have to just back away from them and just pray for them, um, because these kind of people, they will get into some major fights over over the least little thing, because it's a spirit, and it's a spirit I've seen, just moving in, whatever party you're on, belong to, or if you're independent like me. At this point in time, I'm not saying it's a sin to be a member of a political party per se, um, but I'm not. Whether you're independent like me and not a member of a political party, or whether you're part of a political party, you need to make sure, first and foremost, is your loyalty to Jesus Christ, and everything else has to be viewed in that vein. That, okay, is this consistent with biblical Christian values for me to be acting the way I act, or be a member of whatever party or clubs or affiliations, or not. um, I know this is, a lot of times I'm dealing with relationships, as far as, um, relationships prior to marriage, as far as dating, or seems like lately, people have been reaching out to me for marriage counseling, and I try to make myself available for that as much as I can. Um, but this here, what I'm dealing with, I think it's also relevant to dating and even just friendships. If you got a person, you're a Christian and you're tight in a dating relationship or friend, and you got a person who just cusses folks out and all this kind of stuff, you're in a friendship or even a friend or a dating relationship, and you got somebody that will fly off the handle. They're supposed to be a Christian, and hopefully you Christians are only dating Christians or people who profess to be Christians. But let's say they're professing to be a Christian, and you see that when they get angry, they cuss people out. I'm telling you, you need to go back to the Bible and kind of say, is this well, for me, it ain't even a question. If it was me and I was dating somebody and they cussing folks out, uh, my Bible tells me that person ain't a Christian, uh, and that you, you know, I believe the Bible when it tells me I'm not supposed to be, you know, marrying somebody, and that's really I help people who are dating with it, where they're vetting somebody for marriage, not somebody out there just doing whatever. But in any case, if I was single and dating somebody who's professing to be a Christian and they cussing people out, I tell you, I wouldn't linger there long because that's you're gonna have a hard way to go trying to date and then eventually marry somebody who cussing people out. No way. Um, they need to get saved because that is not the will of the Father for us to be using profanity and cussing folks out.